Okay. Hello, hello. This is Oraclad. Um, I'm gonna be having the audio off for the game because I'm actually watching a stream myself. Um, from Muna Hoshinova from Hololive ID. I haven't seen much Cyberpunk gameplay, honestly. I wasn't too sure whether or not I wanted to play it myself. Um, I think, yeah, just watching other people play is probably enough for me. Yeah, so I guess I'll start with talking a bit. Um, so I'll be gone 2 days from now for my research group's retreat. Um, we're going to be diving into a special topic that we usually wouldn't see in the class. So each of us has to present on a certain topic, and thankfully our professor, um, he put down the suggested readings that he would have us, that he would probably study himself if he wanted to do each of those topics. So those are some like papers and then some sections of books. So I already picked my topic. It's going to be based on a 10-page paper. So I'll be looking over that tomorrow. Um, I think, yeah, so my roommate and his parents are coming down tomorrow as well. So I'm not sure how the streaming's going to work. I think I'll just have like my fan on to block out some of the noise and then just like speak quietly. I think like I did before when my roommate was back. Um, let me just make sure. Okay, the game's actually showing up properly. Good. Um, yeah, so I think I'll try to get a stream in tomorrow. I can't stream between Wednesday and Friday. Well, maybe Friday night I could actually stream because we'll plan on getting back around like dinner time. Um, and that will end up probably also being Hollow Knight again. I think I want to just like get through as much as I can for Hollow Knight that I want to. Um, at least like all of the main story if I can, because I want to do that before I go home. Because at home I think what I'll do when I go home, I'm not even sure if my family's Wi-Fi is good enough for streaming in the first place. If it's way too terrible for streaming, I might actually just like, mm, well, I don't know what I can do. If I can like stream at a lower, um, if I can stream at like a lower bitrate or something, so that I can like not overload my family's Wi-Fi, then that would be ideal. But yeah, I took a look at like minimum streaming requirements. My school's internet's like way fast, like 100 times faster than my home internet, my like family's home internet. So like I can stream on ultra low latency on the school network, but then if I'm back at home, the yeah the the home network is probably not going to be ideal. Um, yeah, but either way, I'll probably be streaming on normal latency. There's probably going to be a lot of frame drops and stuff like that. And then I also won't have audio because my family's going to be at home. And there's not, well, the place that I stay at home right now, because my brother took our shared room um, for himself now so that we can have like a bit of privacy. Because we shared a room all our lives. And then once I came over here, especially, I think we came to like a tacit agreement as a family to just have me stay in the library area, which has just the curtain. Maybe I touched on this like earlier in the year when I just started streaming. But that curtain is not going to block out like any sound, and I don't think anyone. I mean, like I'm not really advertising the fact that I'm streaming at all to like literally anyone I know. Um, cause yeah, it's not so much like I need their support to go through the streaming. The streaming is really just for myself. Um, yeah, but I'll probably end up being really, really quiet, or I need to figure out if I'm gonna have my model on the screen. Um, and then I think I'll just like, yeah, I'll just communicate to chat through literally just the regular chat box on OBS. Oh, but then yeah, I also won't have another, like I won't have a second monitor, so I'll be like alt tabbing between the monitor and the chat. It's gonna be kind of awkward. Yeah, but then also like my stream transitions, so like the home screen for the stream starting, the ending stream, um, and then the stinger. Uh, those are not the greatest quality. I mean, like the stinger was, I streamed myself making the stinger, um, and that was like a whole process. And then the starting and ending screen are, yeah, those were initially just placeholders, and I think I just never tried to change them. So I think because I'm taking that month back at home, um, whenever I do have some free time, I think maybe, yeah, maybe I'll stream it. Um, Stream making new starting and ending screens. And then if I can figure out, like, I forget how to do Stinger, so I think I'm gonna just refer back to my own stream of myself, like, troubleshooting everything and see if I can make a nicer Stinger. And yeah, I think I want to also try to come up with, like, a theme, a general theme that I can go off of to, like, base these things around. So, like, I think I like the color blue that I use for the Stinger. I'll just do that really quick. So like this Stinger transition, um, I think I do like that shade of blue, so I'll probably stick with that, um, and then build around that. And then because my username sounds like Aura Cloud, yeah, I think I'll maybe see if I can do something along those lines. So maybe just, yeah, just maybe like a sky view or something. That should work. Okay, so yeah, let's get into it. So I did make some, I do have some root beer right now to drink. Ah, okay, so it's been a while since I last played on stream. I have been at least doing very rallying. So this one has, was it 6 perfect unique points by now? And then I've been using the fossil Loomians to at least have some guarantee for the unique points, and then that lets you build up your unique points faster by using the certain feed, the 2D fruit. I'm still at way too low a trainer mastery in order to use the jewel fruit. Otherwise, I'd definitely be using this instead. So the goal right now for me, for the for at least the rallying, is this assistant here only has 4 unique points. They're perfect. And you can see how the defense, the melee defense, is perfect, but then the Vari's melee defense isn't. So if I can rally at least one Vari that has the melee defense perfect, and then potentially like more than 4 perfect unique points, then I'll be able to get some good rallying Varies out of that. Yeah, so I'll see what I can do with that. I'll check back in after I do my mining. Oh, so also, yeah, I've been picking up quite a few things, just from doing the mining lab, from last time. Oh yeah, I think last time was the first time I did the diving. So that's a long time ago. Um, yeah, I've at least been picking up some nice things. I did get all 6 relics in the first week or so that I was mining. Um, and then since then, I've just been mining for more fossils, trying to see if I can get another fossil Loomian that has better unique points. So if I like went into my storage, yeah, I do have. Oh, I can probably get rid of all these. I don't need them. Um, yeah, I made a box for rallying. So like this Geklo later on, it at least has 1 unique point, so that could be a pretty good starting point. Shachi, yeah, 2. And then these are all like combinations of some more unique points that I think would be useful for rallying. Although I haven't checked if there's any like duplicates of combinations for these just yet. I mean, ideally, I just have like one base uh, rallying Loomian, like the very that I have in the rally farm right now, or the rally ranch right now, and then I can just like rally any Loomian from there that I want and that are able to be rallied. Oh, and then I didn't actually know that you could evolve to Kirillin through the reviving. So I just happened to have a very that was sitting around in my in my team in the course of rallying. I think yeah, it was probably back when I only had like 1 unique point. That was perfect, and then got this evolved. Um, oh, and then later on, yeah, I do need to figure out for personalities what personalities would be good for each of the very evolutions, so that I can like maybe get started on figuring out which ones I want to use like competitively, um, and then start building them up. Yep. And then last thing was uh, including the where is it? It's probably in here. Yeah, including the Grimmick. Um, so this was the team I ended up using to beat. Uh, sh- shoot, what was it called? Shark torpedo. I'll eventually be able to remember. Samarine, yeah, Samarine. So my Borak was able to get quite a few quicksand procs in, so that like took care of a lot of its health. Felver was able to get a couple of good hits in too, and then Geklo finished the job. Thankfully, um, it was a mix of having Taze, having the I think I just spammed Static Shock, but then for some reason the Samarine, the AI decided to keep using Sharpen, so my Geklo didn't actually end up falling in battle, and I didn't even have to resort to my Avatros or yeah. I mean, the Avatros probably wouldn't even be able to do that much anyway, considering last time, even though it's level 36, last time um, when I failed to defeat Samarine, the viewers might have saw that like literally nothing was doing much damage. Eh, yeah. Okay. So I'm not sure if there's much more point to me actually mining. I mean, like that entire first week that I was mining, it was just for the music, because I really really liked it. And then I did find out that oh shoot, I forgot to mate. Um, I did see some comments on like the YouTube video of the music that some people preferred the brick bronze music to this new music, but I'm like adamantly on the side of this music is really really good compared to the Brick Bronze version. That's my opinion. Um, and then I like got the song, and I think maybe it was the Pollute Campus song. I did find them on Spotify, so I added them to a playlist, to the playlist I usually listen to. And if I find time to like freestyle dance to it, that'd be cool. Because it's very ambient. My dance style is pretty close to the type that would benefit quite a bit from this type of sound, which is not playing again because I have it muted. But yeah, it's just so good. Oh, and I did see. So for Muna's Peri Saijitu dance challenge, I don't think I saw any more on TikTok. Like I refused to make an account on TikTok for myself, but I did end up making one just to see if there were other people who did the challenge on there, and it doesn't seem to look like it. And then Instagram, there were a few reels before that I found, but then yeah, I don't think anything else so far. But then thankfully, Muna quote retweeted this guy who did the challenge. I don't remember how long after me. I'm hoping that because I did it on and brought it to Twitter that he found it, because he made it really, really fun. Like I was, every time I watch it, I'm just smiling the entire time. And then I checked the hashtag yesterday too, and it looks like there's 2 more people who did it. Yeah, so hopefully there's at least a few more that pop up. Although the 2 that were posted so far, I think it's because they weren't retweeted yet. I think the visibility is still relatively low. Yeah, but both of them did really well. One of them actually like used their original character and drew them in the poses. So I think that like, I mean like dancing it, especially because I'm experienced, I learned it in like two rewatches, because it was only 9 moves just with hands, so nothing too complicated. But then the extra effort that you have to put in order to like draw out the poses, yeah, I really appreciated that. Oh I meant to only single click there, but then yeah, I have a Logitech mouse, and it's not actually that old, but it has this problem with double clicking. So like sometimes when I'm like playing a game, yeah, I'll unintentionally double click. But the worst thing is when I'm playing League, and especially on ARAM, because ARAM, they give you 3 skill points to start. So then if I double click by accident, then that's like, yeah, that's an entire skill that I don't have at the start, which is, yeah, so I've now switched to just using Control QWE in order to initially add skill points. Oh, but new ARAM, yeah, I might stream the new ARAM as well. It's, I mean, like, I think people have different opinions on how nice the changes are. Like some say that, well, okay, I also thought that the tenacity increase for assassins was kind of uncalled for. Like the times I've played Kha'Zix and Zed, it's not like they had that hard of a time um, getting in on people. Oh yeah, and Akali too. Akali definitely did not need the extra boost. She did just fine in ARAM. I mean, Summoner's Rift, yeah, she's kind of hard, but ARAM is like easy mode for learning Akali. Yeah, but things like the debris, the Hextech gates that they added onto some of the towers. Let's see if I can get this. Oh, it's on the left side. The tower debris and the Hextech gates are really nice for just making the game a lot more scrappy. So it's just team fights the entire time. And that's effectively what they were going for. They were like, oh yeah, people really like the scrappiness of ARAM, so let's make it so that everyone keeps fighting all the time. And they definitely accomplished that. All right, nice. It's always kind of sad if you still have a bit of battery left and then you see two stars next to each other. You have to choose. Excuse me. So I kind of need to clean my room. So when my family and I went to this one place in our home state to watch a concert and visit this like museum thing, my brother and I downtown we bought a couple rings, and oh god, I don't like when this happens. I keep forgetting to set the group properly before I move. Okay, so I'll just throw it into group 3. Throw these ones into group 3. I think I'm just gonna get rid of most of these. Staunch. Okay. Oh, I should probably also take a look at the personalities, huh? Tender, smart. Minus 10% melee defense and plus 10 range. Okay, not exactly ideal. Tender, smart. Oh, that one has 4, but I think I already have one with that combination of unique points. Dull, smart. Dull is less energy. Okay. I feel like out of the different stats, energy is probably the energy, or whichever one they don't use between melee or ranged attack is probably ideal, right? Nope.
My monitor brightness is already 100%, guys.
Brawny, clumsy. Yeah, so like something like this, brawny or clumsy. Maybe I'll keep this one just in order to have the personality there. Just dull is not. No. Frail, nimble. Hmm. frail, robust. Oh wait, I'll check the unique points. Nope. Okay, so I'll just clear this box. Yep, I am very sure. Yep, we're good. Okay, I'm gonna heal up and then I'll head over to Atlanthian City. I haven't actually gone there yet. I just have the other characters waiting at the ticket booth. Oh, so like, yeah, I accidentally jumped to Lotus Sun Beach thinking that it wouldn't trigger the cutscene again, but then it automatically triggered it. So didn't have a choice. Had to fight Sam Rain again. And at that point, I was just thinking, well, it would be nice to capture this on stream, but I mean, I at least took a couple screenshots of defeating it. Since when could I do that? What the? Are you serious? Okay, I always thought that you had to have the Loomian in your party in order to actually be able to mount it. Oh, this is so much. Okay, this is nice. Okay, that's good to know. Really? All this time I could have just rode Nevermare everywhere. Oh, I have quite a bit of money too. Well, considering I can afford it, might as well just buy them out. I will. I will definitely be coming back. Okay, let's check out Atlanthian City. Oh, I can also do the gambling thing there, right? The casino. I'm probably gonna hold off on getting Elephage because if I'm gonna get roamings that I don't have to like rush to get, so like I don't need to like get the event one or something. Sorry, my thoughts are a mess. What I mean is, if it's not like Nevermare Gargoyle when it's limited timing, then I'll take my time to try to get a good one. I'm not too keen on getting a Gleaming, but I just want to at least get the actually, is this a costume changing? Oh, I cannot afford that. My bank account is drained because of that root canal. Yeah, seriously, that root canal was so much of my money, and I don't make much money, and I didn't have much money to start with, so it's just terrible. Shoot, I was supposed to call into the office today to ask about the pricing for the crown. So when they do a root canal, they like cut out all the dead tissue and the nerve, and then they fill it up. But then the filling itself is probably not enough, or something like not enough to really hold it and be like a robust protection against more bacteria. So like new cavities, for example. Because like if you don't have the nerve in there, it's going to be hard to tell if the cavity's there. So what they end up making is a crown. So they kind of like replace the top of the tooth. And then I think that acts as this like covering for the rest, for the inside of the tooth. Hopefully they don't have to like shave off too much of my tooth in order to get the crown on. But oh wait, actually, yeah, considering the fact that I don't have a nerve in there anymore, maybe while they're shaving the tooth down, they don't have to use anesthetic. I mean, I'm fine with shots anyway though, so it's fine if they have to like give me a lidocaine or novocaine shot. It's not, I mean, it's only temporary pain. It's not like it's gonna hurt you forever, right? So just deal with it. And if you ever get like a tooth out or something and they have to give you a shot, I mean, it's only temporary pain, and it's to relieve even more pain down the line. Yeah, it's worth it. Okay, now I'm ready to head out. Oh, so last Thursday. Oh, what is that? Oh, shoot. What exactly is through the entire city? Atlanthian city. Okay. Imagine you were just on. Imagine you were living in this city and it just falls down. Wait, did it? Oh, I thought if it fell down, it wouldn't be very stable. So then they wouldn't be able to like even get emergency stuff done. Oof, that's. Huh. Oh, I see. So it's about the same. Just find the pieces. Oh wow, this is. Oh, this is cool. Honestly, it reminds me of like Star Wars, where they have um, the ship docking areas on those like huge ships. Oh, guessing that's probably. Yeah, this is probably something. Oh, what the heck is that? What is that? Oh, screenshots do that. They actually have a folder for the screenshots. Okay, that's really nice. So I was trying to, yeah, I've been trying to find some images in order to use them for thumbnails. Um, but most of them that I can find are just on the fandom wiki, and those images are a bit too low quality, or like they're, well, not really quality wise. Um, they're not the correct aspect for being able to blow it up. Yeah, so that's why the image that I used for today's thumbnail is so blurry. Just because the original image was too small, so when I stretched it out, it just stayed blurry. Moldeka. Hmm. Oh, do I have to fight it? Hmm. Ah, okay. Living district and entertainment. Yeah. I kind of yeah. I have money to spare, so I think I kind of want to try out the casino thing. Hmm. Is it like oh, cool. I've grown to really like museums. I think as a kid, whenever I went to museums, if it wasn't like the Museum of Science in Boston or like the Children's Museum with stuff to do for kids inside, it could be kind of boring sometimes. Yeah, but then once I got older and was able to start appreciating things like the art, um, yeah, it's become really nice. Well, I'm gonna go straight to the casino first. I just want to try it out. Could use a new wardrobe. Oh, she's smooth. Wow, she was smooth. Got him on a date just like that. Oh, the stream I'm watching froze. Is it on my end or? Oh no! Oh no! The stream went on offline. Oh shoot. Okay. Well, gonna wait for Muna to restart the stream then. Colossa chops. Oh, dude just wants to eat. Mabel was able to get a date with Jake. Oh wow, that was so. Okay. Yep. Okay. The stream start back up. Good. Yeah, I'll challenge the Battle Theater, but I think I need to train a bit more. So I'll go beat up
I only have one
the
choice.
training hotspot after I do the casino stuff.
I only have one choice. I don't want this. I don't want these.
Alright, it's probably gonna be a while till I see the others again. Entertainment District, let's go. I'm just making sure there's nothing to just grab. Like no items lying around or anything like that. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's go into the entertainment district then. Oh, there's probably gonna be a yeah, there's probably gonna be a cutscene at some point if I is this Guess there's gonna be a lot to explore here. Do you also want okay, so this is here. That's good. Alright, arcade time. So I know it's kind of like a Bejeweled Blitz style game. I'm definitely not doing. Oh wow, Oh, that's really cool. They put actual high scores up here. Dang, Seeps. Okay, I'll at least try it out. Oh. I'm guessing it gets harder later on, because these are pretty big holes. Oh, and if I double click, hopefully it doesn't like kill me. So last Thursday, after the root canal, oh wow, I am. As soon as I start talking, I just lose control. Last Thursday, I got some rotisserie chicken at Costco. I still need to eat the drumsticks and the wings. Those are just in a little container that I have, and I definitely have to eat them by tomorrow, because I should not have anything left over before I head on the trip on Wednesday. So I ate some of the chicken breast with spinach and balsamic vinegar, and then a sprinkle of salt on the top, because the balsamic vinegar by itself doesn't have as much of the saltiness as a vinaigrette does. I didn't mix it in with. Yeah, I probably could have mixed it in with some olive oil. That'd be really nice. Um, Okay, yeah. So maybe I'll like cut off the drumstick meat and then just eat it with spinach. And I'll try out the yeah, I'll try out an olive oil balsamic vinegar mix. And the balsamic vinegar is I don't remember where I found it. It might have been Trader Joe's. Um, but that is from Modena, Italy, which is well known for its Parmigiano Reggiano, and then also one of the most famous restaurants in the world, or ones that are, is that the one that was voted best restaurant in the world? I mean, many probably consider it the best restaurant in the world at least. Um, yeah, so if I ever end up visiting Italy, that's gonna be one place that I definitely want to go to. Um, and the price is relatively high, but I'm of the opinion that as long as the food experience is like, if I find the food experience worth the money, then yeah, it's worth the money. But at that root canal, it's going to be years until I can generally afford it. Plus, I need like enough to serve in an emergency. Like, if I am able to, I want at least an emergency fund of 10,000 if I can. But that's going to take a while for me, especially. Ugh, what is? I wonder if they'll release these games in the future then. Oh, there's probably like. I don't have money. I'm sorry. There's like a. There should be like a broken one, right? And that's the one that Elephage comes out of. Oh yeah, this is. Yeah, I know like peace of mind is good for Fiskarna. At least competitively. What are these for? Oh, okay. How do you unlock these? 500,000 or more. Max score is 999,000. Score of 100. Um, maybe not. Maybe not that one. Score of 100 sounds like quite a bit too much for me. Oh, I forgot to see how each of these discs works. Because I know there's some that are like special. Oh, shoot. That was one of the special ones. Which I think would be nice to know about. It's actually like amazing how much money this game, like Bejeweled Blitz, just continuously makes, or like Candy Crush. They just keep making money from like the older people who play the game. Like my parents both played a lot. I don't know if they still play. I think they might have quit by now, but like their levels were like in the thousands. And I think I personally only made it to like a couple hundred just cuz I didn't quite like the almost like it was almost like RNG, right? Um Whether or not you pass the Candy Crush level, you just sometimes just got unlucky and that's just the way it rolled. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, so with the chicken. Um So I did make some chicken noodle soup yesterday, and that turned out to be really, really nice. So I started making it, and then I had my mom on the phone to try to help me figure out how to make, well, to help me figure out um, how to make it. Wait. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see that. And it turns out the recipe I found online is a lot more complicated than the way that she usually makes it. So she usually just takes the chicken carcass, just brings the water to a boil, and that takes maybe like half an hour. So her broth, and then she adds chicken bouillon afterwards in order to like round out the saltiness and the chicken taste to it. Um,
Hello? Can I join? Yes.
but then this recipe online said like put the carcass in, put some veggies in, um, and don't let it actually boil, but let it like heat up for like an hour and a half. So I was fully planning on just sitting there for like an hour and a half monitoring it and just waiting for it to infuse, like the flavors to infuse. So I think I like ended up doing like halfway. Um, I did at least get some of the veggie flavors in there, but
Oh God.
not much more than that.
Bonafide.
And then I think I might have made the chicken soup at some point before. Not with the carcass, because I'm pretty sure at that time I would have been like too lazy to use the carcass for it. Um, so I did have the chicken bouillon inside my cabinet. Yeah, but ended up, yeah, just got it made. Adams added some herbs, and it turned out delicious.
Thank you.
I wanna I wanna try to get a 5 in a row somewhere around here. Oh, it's so close. Oh, that's too bad. Okay. Oh wait. Oh yeah. So I've been eating that for the past couple of days. I mean, I just made it yesterday. Uh, and it's still just as good as yesterday. And then I also I did buy a baguette, so I've been freezing the baguette to keep it longer, and just having that with the chicken soup. And I'm pretty sure. Yeah, a lot of people seem to still not do freezing bread too much. Oh, I definitely talked about this already yesterday. Wait, during the Hall Night stream, maybe? Yeah, because that's the day I got the baguette. Or around the day I got the baguette. Wow, nice. Nice combo. Let's see. Ideally, the green would have fallen here. Oh, wait. Let's see if I can get this blue down one. Oh, shoot. I lost it. I think I remember when my dad was playing Candy Crush, especially. Um, he's an engineer by trade, so he's of course looking for like all these best ways of doing things, and Candy Crush was no exception. So like he had these like full on strategies in order to optimize whether or not you were gonna win, and then it got to the point where he would like backseat my mom playing. and she hated it. Like they're just resting on the couch together,
I didn't
and
see that.
then he just looks over and is like, "Do this and this."
I got flatline. Wait. Oh, okay, we go back here.
And I'm pretty sure my mom wanted to keep it a bit more mindless, because these games are not really meant to be like God Gamer style games. Just something to do and just kill time. I think I'm gonna run out of moves pretty soon. No? Okay, good. Yeah, but it's nice that these kinds of things are kind of just therapeutic. Oh, so my latest community post about delaying the stream again. Well, I mean, it's not too bad because I don't like put out a schedule or anything, and I don't like hold myself to a schedule for this. Um, yeah, yesterday was one of the first times I felt burnout from playing games. In all my years of living, that was the first time. Like I know a few friends of mine who just don't really game anymore because they just didn't find it as fun anymore, which I'm hoping never happens to me. Um, but like I've been, yeah, I picked up Neural Cloud, I picked up Twisted Wonderland, and when it comes to like events, where especially ones where you have to read, um,
Alright.
yeah, it can take a lot of like investment of your time in order to like actually be able to get through all of it. Um, which I found firsthand when I was going through the Genshin story. Like, I don't think I realized before just how long the stories can be. Um, and now that I've like set up the actual expectation for how long I will probably be spending on a game in order to get an event done, um, I think I'm gonna be able to manage it a bit more easily. It's just that this time was I was kind of like blindsided. Like during the weekend, I usually find it as time to like rest and do whatever. But then like for the first time, getting those events done actually felt like kind of a chore. Um, yeah, so that's why I ended up being kind of burnt out. Like I'm fine with watching other people play games, so at least like that factor is fine. Um, but I'm gonna have to be more careful from now on for whether or not um, I like manage those events better in games. It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of probably gonna be tough. Um, and then of course like being being responsible enough to get my work done and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. So things like so on Friday after finding out that the computer calculations I've been running were not run on a good version of the program. I've kind of been trying to do my best to monitor those calculations better. So like yesterday, even though it's still the weekend, I like checked in on the calculation, made sure it was going fine, which is something I don't think I've really done too much before. Um, yeah, but like keeping track of my work stuff like that is another skill that I'm trying to work on. I wonder if this is less difficult to actually get to the high score or just like the amount of time it takes to get the high score or like the maximum score that you can get. Although I know like from playing League so much, you're pretty much just kind of like strapped into a game, um, and you have to like pretty much make sure that you can invest that amount of time in there. And then you think of cases where it's like, um, I don't know if you've ever seen the video where it's the salty smash moments, and there's that one kid who's like getting mad at his friend because the friend's dad has come to like pick them up, and then he's still in the middle of a game.
Doesn't seem so. Not much.
It's only game, but
Ooh.
if you're, well, I mean, if it's like an individual game like that, where it's just 1v1, then
Cool, to be honest.
I mean, it's kind of, why are you trying to like stay in the game for that long? Um, I mean, especially if someone's like they've taken their time to come to pick you up, you better just get on that car. But if it's a team game like League, um, yeah, someone leaving the game is just not cool. So you'd better make sure that you can stay in that game the entire time. I mean, like, you don't really owe it to your teammates to stay in the game, but it's just like common courtesy, right? You've strapped into the game, so yeah, get it done. Um, what? Oh, I got so confused right there.
Wow.
Oh, wow. It took me until now to notice. Well, I think that was my first five in a row that I got. But I didn't notice that the special discs will just fall by themselves from the top. You don't like make combinations in order to get them. Or maybe you do and I just miss didn't see that properly. So once I'm done with this casino or arcade stuff, I guess casino is not the word to use for a game where the demographic is not people who can legally gamble. Where is it? Oh. Yeah, but after arcade stuff, I'll just do a bit of grinding. I just wanted to like see what Atlanthian looks like. Um, I'll take my time to get to the battle theater stuff. Cause yeah, Atlantean City was only added earlier this year, right? So there's probably still a good amount of time before the next wave of like actual storyline will come out. So I can take my time. And I guess in the period in between, I'll just like train up some Loomians, and then I still need to fight. Well, their YouTube used to be Jacob Skittles. I think they changed their name maybe. Um, I promised them a battle, so I'm gonna yeah get my Loomians in shape to at least like do. I mean, it's not like I have to like really go in on the team building. It's just for fun, right? And if I get steamrolled, then that's fine with me. Oh, and hopefully they would be willing to do it. If I see them online at some point while I'm on stream, then I'll ask them for a battle.
Where's Decker?
Or if they end up showing up today and want a battle, then yeah, I'll just say yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, okay.
And this time, yeah, if I do battle them, I'll also stay away from looking up the type advantages because
Good dodge. Good dodge.
I don't think that'd be nice.
Wow. 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 We're done. Yes, we're done. All right.
Nice. Okay. Oh, wow. Wait, I was thinking of something earlier. What was it? Uh, yeah, what was I thinking about earlier? Shoot.
What's the point of this malware if everyone is died in here? Got flatline.
Maybe it's something to do with tomorrow's preparations. Huh. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to talk about. Oh. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, I guess. Because I'm also not one to like pre-plan all my moves in order to like make sure I definitely win. Um, yeah, just go through it. See how far I get. If it ends up being that I do end up getting to that 99,999, that'll be just great. Is it this? Yes. And then this one. Yeah. I'm pretty sure all these are capture discs because I recognize this one, and then I also recognize this one and this one. And I'd be pretty sure that there's uh, at least one event one.
Got everything. Yay.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, my stream time will have to be different too, because I'll be 3 hours ahead.
Why do you only have reset first? Not reset attribute point. I need to
Plus,
reset
like all the
attribute
streams that I watch,
point.
yeah, I have to also like change. Pretty often, I have to like change temporarily the people I watch most. Oh yeah, that might be it too. Some of the people that I do have trouble watching in West Coast time. If it's on East Coast time, then it might actually be easier to watch them. And again, I think I also like, yeah, I also watch fewer streams when I'm home too. Oh, so I'll probably have, yeah, I'll also have a lot to do like home, like literal homework, not like for class, but like helping my dad out with building things and stuff like that. helping him out with. Oh yeah, I promised him to. I promised that I'd help him with my mom's car. There's a little bump, so part of it caved in, and I think I haven't seen someone fixing that problem before, so I'm hoping to learn from my dad. At least with these like DIY, like potentially DIY things for your car, um, because it can just save so much money to do it yourself after you get the parts. Then yeah, might as well take this opportunity. And I do think my dad really enjoys it when he can teach something. Um, so it's a double whammy. Be able to entertain my dad, and then also be able to learn how to fix the car a bit. Yeah, I think I've heard before that if you happen to not want to like, if you want to try to save money by buying something on your own, most shops will probably take in the parts that you bought yourself, and then you would potentially save money on that. Otherwise, the shop will have to like find it for you. Let's go. Nice, nice. All right. Cool, cool. Thinking back, I think I skipped directly from talking about my family going on a trip to museum talk. So just in case I forgot to mention that, um, so my brother and I bought rings, and I lost mine. I knocked it off the table at some point. I think I just didn't realize that I knocked it off. Um, so it's somewhere in my room. Why do I feel deja vu when I talk about that? Maybe there's a chance that I talked about this a couple days ago. Um, and then just forgot. Yeah, maybe during the Hollow Knight stream. Okay. Do you know anything about making those transitions at home that for the stream that I'm kind of worried about is the fact that last time I brought back my drawing pad, I didn't use it at all. Then again, my brother was still living at the other place, so he wasn't home. I just had the whole desk to myself. Where's the next move? Oh, shoot, it's up here. Yeah, figured. Then again, my save schedule was like really bad when I went back last time, especially from the exam stress. But now that the exam is over with, I think I'll have a lot different of a lifestyle. I still won't be waking up at a reasonable time, but at least it won't be too bad. Because I usually slept like till the afternoon when I was back home last time. and that's why my dad was kind of skeptical about me helping out with the car. Because in his experience, he's like tried to wake me up for stuff, and or like he waits until I wake up myself, just so that he doesn't bother us or bother me or my brother. Um, but then because of that, he's left waiting, and he's the type that wants to get stuff done as soon as possible, and so our way of doing it is just like like it pretty much annoys him all the time. And it's because we promised that we'd be able to like get up and help. Well, it's because we promised that we could help him. I think that um, because he wants to get stuff done as soon as possible, we don't really plan what time we're going to be working on it. So then he will go ahead and schedule it for like the morning. And if it's the morning, of course, we're not going to be awake. So it's like a unfortunate mismatch right there.
Ih, aku nggak bisa kemana-mana. Aku nggak bisa kalau kayak gini caranya.
Oh, speaking of awake times, waking times. Uh, so I think, yeah, it was my last semester in college, and I think my entire family and myself thought that it would probably be best if my brother and I roomed together, uh, just to just so that I have like an eye on me, that because I had just come back from um, recovering from depression, so yeah, just having my brother around would be really nice. But then when I first moved into the building, my brother was assigned a different roommate. So then at some point we asked to switch, and the problem was the roommate that I had initially been with is a really early sleeper, and then this guy who was switching with us was quite a night quite a night owl. So then when we moved our stuff and I was like walking away from their room, um, their new room, I just hear them say, "Oh, so when are you awake?" And I just keep walking. And then the poor guy would be like out in the lobby, or not the lobby, like the other areas at night, because his roommate would be asleep. Yeah, I still think about that. And like, uh, I at least have a conscience, so I would like invite the guy to stuff, or like offer him food and stuff. He never took it, but yeah, I kind of wish that I could like repay him for his kindness a bit more. Because like he was also a transfer student, so a lot of his friends were, and a lot of the friends that he ended up still talking to the most were the ones that he made before. So like he would be on like video calls with them. Yeah. And so I mean that was another reason why I wanted to like reach out to him a bit more. Just to make sure that yeah, he at least had like people around to hang out with if he wanted to. Yeah, college is one of those places where you gotta you gotta be the one to invite people to stuff, or like even when you're invited to other places to do stuff, it's not likely that everyone who wants to go will be told about it. Um, I definitely had a lot of experiences with stuff like that. Yeah, so just like recognizing that
La 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 la.
uh, you can be the one to like invite people to stuff. Yeah, that's a big life lesson right there. And like, yeah, I think at almost any age group that kind of ends up being the case. Um, Unless you have like a very tight knit group of friends that just meets up at an agreed time, it's best to be proactive yourself. That's the way to hang out with people. You can't just wait on them to invite you. Because not everyone is like they don't have enough time to keep track of everyone and everything, right? If you have like a big group of friends, for example, and the people who like hang out in that group are changing all the time, like whether or not someone's busy or something, yeah, it can be hard for just like single people to keep track of like make sure you invite literally everyone that would be interested.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's why it's dangerous. That's why
And
it's
never be afraid to ask if you want to,
really, really.
if you hear about something and want to go.
Okay, well, that is too much.
Yeah, so I think it was like junior year or something. Um,
Not level.
that was probably the most difficult year when it came to making sure that things were fair. Like people for the dance club that I was in. So like making sure that the people who were more dedicated did actually have fruits for their effort. Um, would have like access to
So
more
very
dances that they could be a
dangerous
part of.
enough. This
But
is danger very high. Danger very high. Danger very high. Very high. Very high. Very high. Very
there
high.
was one dance that this like one group of people in the club were planning on performing because they had all gone on a trip together to this one dance thing. So I think they off of that like high wanted to like do something special. So then the people who went decided to choreograph this one piece that they would all perform together. And I was not part. I think I had like a another engagement that week, so I couldn't go on that trip.
This can go well.
Uh, so then, if I didn't actually ask them if I could be part of that performance, I wouldn't have been in it. Cause like I was one of the like main people in the crew at the I think I was like secretary or something. Um,
Let's talk to the cops.
yeah, I was secretary. If I didn't ask, then yeah, I wouldn't have been in that dance. Even though, even though I was at least like closer to
Upgrade
the
intelligence.
leaders, the other leaders.
If I can upgrade, I've already
And
upgraded
again, I
a
wasn't
long time
that great a
ago.
dancer at the time. So yeah, it's complicated situations all the time. Not drama. That was not worth being called drama. It was just a lot of miscommunications or like lack of in hopes of not hurting feelings, but then of course if no one's saying anything and they go behind your back, once you find out about it, it's even worse.
I haven't go to jacket funeral.
I think this will be my last round for the
No, I haven't.
arcade, and then I'll go grind a bit before I hop off for the day.
Medyo para.
I think that's already. Oh, I thought the game was already lost just now. Make these smaller moves.
Kita tidak bisa
Nice.
mengawasi orang untuk menghilangkan bintang. Aduh.
I tend to go for verticals a lot more often,
Ke polisi loh, masa dapat bintang?
just because it has a higher chance of getting Skyfall matching.
And to upgrade lens sight. Can we? Can we upgrade the lens sight? Can we upgrade the car? I didn't even know that we can upgrade it.
I think. Oh wait, Skyfall is more of a Puzzle and Dragons term. So I mean, yeah, it just means all the things that are falling from the sky. For that game, because you can like drag around the piece and then make as many matches as you want, or as you're able to. It ends up being pretty important to like maximize the number of drops that you can get. I think, yeah, nowadays it's not as important to like damage control. You pretty much just try to nuke everything as best as you can. Because otherwise they're going to hit you for more health than exists in the game.
Just like how I drive in real life.
But for maximizing your damage, you want to maximize the combos. And for that game, like there's specific setups that you would use when matching in order to optimize the amount that you could potentially get in another match that falls down from the sky. Like that. Maximize those drops. I do feel kind of bad though. I mean, outside of ranking dungeons, a lot of the newer dungeons for Puzzle and Dragons are like impossible for me. Because yeah, the team building aspect is a bit too difficult for me now. Now that there's like so many options, and then you need like good leaders, especially like for most of the harder content. There are like some subgroups of leaders that you can use, but yeah, those subgroups can be very small sometimes. So by now, yeah, a lot of the actual meat of the game is in your like team building. Yeah, which is my weakness. So haven't been able to clear a lot of the newer hard dungeons unless I have a guide. I think yeah, still the most enjoyable part was the like active skill that you needed in matching. Because it just makes you feel good when you like do really well at matching, I guess. Yeah. Like fast fingers, that kind of stuff. But then on the other hand, like ranking dungeons are not a lot nicer because the team building is usually either already there or the guides are well established. Oh yeah, well, I mean, like if I could find guides on the team building itself for the harder dungeons, then I probably like tackle them more. Because I've done that for a couple of the title challenges. Kind of needing to be spoon fed sometimes. Although for the heroines event that just ended, there was one dungeon that was really, really difficult. Definitely not as difficult if you had the best leaders, but my leader, Daytona, it's like every so often they'll have a dungeon that it can defeat. But then when I was team building for off of one guide, thankfully I can read katakana, so a lot of the katakana parts of the guide were actually readable. But then I had like one of these crucial subs that I didn't have. So thankfully I was able to like team build well enough there to substitute for that guy and cleared it. But then I saw other guy. Yeah, so turns out that the one monster that I didn't have that was in that guide was the monster, like the boss monster itself, because you need it to you need a lot of it, a lot of either P's or skill material to skill those harder dungeon bosses up. It's like some of them are ridiculous. Like you need like 100 skill levels in order to maximize it. But then turns out, yeah, the one that I didn't have was the boss monster because it was a farming team. You know, it took like 4 or 5 tries for me to actually beat it with that optimized team. And that's because I didn't have enough damage. At, I think on like the last floor. So then if I replaced it with the boss, I don't think I would be able to clear it. Okay. Nice. Keep it up with the verticals if I can. So especially more recently while streaming, I've realized, yeah, just how difficult it is to come up with things to talk about. It's not easy. So I've been like referencing other streams in order to see what kinds of things that they talk about. And turns out a lot of the people that I watch have enough people on chat to like bounce off of them or like respond. And they say like write down stuff that you think you want to talk about, so that you at least come in with a plan. But then that's also dependent on if you can like come up with things to write down in the first place. Nice. Almost breaking the 500,000 mark again. Ooh.
Oh my god, I was in
Hmm.
bedroom. This is my first time. Oh my god. What? Typical man bedroom? Really?
No, that's a good. Oh my gosh, this keeps going. It keeps going. Oh my gosh, it keeps going. It keeps going. Oh, that was ridiculous. That was like 150,000 points in one go. Oh my goodness gracious. That's what we live. That's the kind of thing that we live for. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Let's go. Why is this so exciting? Oh man. Mm-hmm. All right. We can keep going strong.
He looks.
I think I still have a match. Yeah.
He looks so human. Like he doesn't have any cyber in him.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Let's go. That's a big one. Oh, I could have done a double. Maybe this, and then I can have this. Yeah. Hmm. Dang. Okay, maybe just one more, and I'll end off on that. Yeah, maybe I'll just like yeah, I'll just grind off stream. Um, it's not too interesting anyway. It'll just be like this, me just talking.
Yes? Ow. I'm underneath before talking to the talks.
So I guess yeah, the vertical strategy was working out pretty well.
Right. Let's go.
Hmm.
What is needs? I only know needs. Is needs like a best friend?
Sela.
Oh, chilla.
Oh, Chela.
Chilla.
C's are Che in Indonesian. Okay.
A small hole chubby. Mm.
Yo, Kobo's countdown to birthday stream was kind of nutty.
No. This one I don't.
I saw someone post on Reddit on the Hololive subreddit. I think Kova at some point just brought out a butterfly knife, and then I think that was like yeah, it was like close to the end of the stream. So then I checked out the rest of the VOD, and at some point she's just having
Well,
a rave by herself. She also has this like cloud mascot. Um, Unfortunately, I don't watch too much Kovo because I don't understand Indonesian. Um,
what did I do? I didn't do anything. Bro.
but then she had a real life version of the cloud mascot and started dressing it up. Yeah, I guess just all in all, I was just kind of confused.
I cannot stay out of trouble. I am in
And I
trouble.
just think about the fact that she's like alone in that room,
I cannot
just
do
partying by herself. Because chat's not actually there. Alright. It's probably this, isn't it? Yeah. About to... Oh, no, not yet.
Kan tau kan cerita
Oh, wow.
yang Luna ceritain sama Indovi dengan Risu tentang
Getting saved by the Skyfall.
di Jepang. Nah, di sini nih cyberpunk ini yang dicuri bukan tempat duduk, tapi tim.
I only have like one move left each time. Okay.
Udah upgrade dia. Am I still dreaming like I did in real life? I guess so. Being happy life together. Yay. Did I just do something wrong?
Do this first. Just trying to guarantee that I have another move to make after I make each move here. Especially because I have fewer moves in the first place, so it'll be easy to like analyze the board. Yeah, so I have a move over there.
You know, in the game, I really like this kind of car.
Oh wait,
The one
I
that.
just got rid of it.
But in real life, I don't know that. I don't really like those kind of car. Like it's just like too.
Okay.
Small. Too low. Not small, but low. I ran into a family car who's like big and a little bit tall,
Ah.
so I can see everything.
So I guess after having found Blue Underground or underwater lab,
I want to peek.
I think this will just be like a pastime for me to do after this. So I needed the stretch just there. Yeah, as long as I have some money left over, I can just hop on and just play this. It'll be like my mindless playing away from the mindful events that I need to do in my phone games. I do also hope I have enough time while I'm on the trip this week to get my dailies done without like awkwardly having to like sneak out and just play. Well, also, the rooming assignments haven't been made yet. I don't know what we're gonna do about that. Hopefully it's based on like sleeping times so that no one's bothering each other.
Some kind of joke. Makes no sense, Johnny. Never said he was the only person you could steal his guts to.
Okay. Nice stuff. Hoping for one of those combos again. Oh man. Okay. I think I'll end it here. Not very eventful. It was pretty much just playing this here. Well, alright, so probably all night tomorrow, and then, yeah, we'll see what else I can do before I end up having to fly home. Well, if you joined in, thanks for joining. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.